SoFi has earnings tomorrow. That is May 10th, 2022. I'll be reacting to those earnings just as they come in at 3:45 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell to get notified when I go live to react to SoFi's earnings. Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day for the stock. The stock expectations for earnings are around a loss of 14 cents. The estimated revenue is coming in at $286 million. And this is on the heels of a lowered guidance expectation. If you guys recall, the Biden administration pushed back the student loan moratorium to August 1st, 2022. SoFi actually lowered their guidance, expecting this moratorium to probably get pushed towards the end of the year. This is a very highly politicized, whatever you want to call it, thorn in the Biden side right now. There's a lot of pressure to get rid of student loans altogether. But SoFi's the bread and butter, is refinancing those student loans. That's how they've been able to make money up to this point, for the most part. And so SoFi actually lowered their guidance from $1.57 billion on the year to $1.47 billion. So guiding down around $100 million for the year. And so that's why one big reason, I should say, the stock has been selling off considerably. It's down around 80% from its highs. And looking here in the after hours as well, it's reacting to those upstart guidance numbers as well, which were really, really bad. We're going to take a look at the chart in just a second. But looking at this, I think that there's a lot to like as far as SoFi is concerned as well. Yes, the student loan side of it is one part of the story, but the company is still growing considerably. When we take a look at just how much they're growing, if you take out the refinancing side on student loans, they're still growing at 45% year over year. The other interesting part here is that membership had grown about 87% year over year. So this is a stock or a company that is growing rapidly right now. They're also getting themselves into other parts of the fintech business, which involves personal loans, home loans, and they're getting themselves into the investment side as well. They just applied for a bank charter. And so this is something that I think could be looked at as a positive. I like SoFi personally. I own the stock as well, full disclosure. But I'd be remiss to say that it doesn't feel good. I've been in this since $10. Okay, the stock's trading at $5.97 at the close of today. So this is me also being in the same type of pain that you guys are in. Let's take a look at the chart here and see what we're looking at. Despite, this moving down, I think that we could see some positive earnings numbers. It doesn't necessarily mean the stock's going to go up from there. As we all know, just because they have good earnings doesn't mean that the stock does anything. We need to hear about guidance as well. And I'd be curious to hear from them on guidance and maybe how it compares to their downgrade that they gave themselves earlier last month. Can SoFi overcome the moratorium? I think they can. And I think that this is to a level now to where risk certainly might be worth the reward. And I'm not saying that SoFi is just going to get right back to their $28 highs that we saw back in January of last year. But I think that there's certainly something to be said for the fact that this has come down so much. Remember, the SPAC default price on this was at $10 per share. This is a Chamath Palihapitiya SPAC stock that is now trading at $6, where the default price was at 10. As I had mentioned before, the stock's trading down around 8% after hours right now, because in reaction to Upstart that lowered their guidance considerably by about 30%, which is a pretty rough guidance downgrade for them. SoFi, I think, doesn't deserve to be in that same area. Now, obviously, we have to wait to hear what they have to say. But, like I said, risk reward seems good. Here's the other side of this coin. You don't have to own SoFi before earnings come out, even though I think there's a good risk reward here. I think that you have the same opportunity to wait till after earnings come out. If they come in and knock it out of the park, there's no way that SoFi is going back to $20 in one day. You could certainly look at this, maybe not chase it if earnings come out and they're good, but looking at this as an opportunity to maybe nibble at it a little bit when earnings do come in. And let's just say that they are positive. If they're negative, look for more pain on SoFi. That's the unfortunate part of the market that we're living in right now. And listen, it is what it is. But what I will say about SoFi is if you're in it for the long haul, if you're looking at this for the next 2 to 3, even 5 years, I think we're going to look back on SoFi's price here at $5.97 at the close and just absolutely laugh. Let me know what your comments are, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Would love to hear from you guys as well. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell to get notified when I do go live at 3:45 p.m. Eastern time to cover these earnings as they come out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.